Hey everybody, I just want to tell you guys something really cool that happened to me yesterday. Christmas Eve, obviously. Well, anyway, so Christmas Eve, I go to my parents' house and me and my mom are just talking. We're talking about different things that happened last week, different trials, and just ways that God has just shown himself. And we were just sharing praise reports, and then we started talking about one particular situation, and we needed the money for it, but we were like, well, neither one of us have it. I gotta pay rent on Friday, and she didn't have it either. And I was just like, Mom, well, let's just remember the story in the Bible about Jairus. Jairus' daughter was just about dead. She was really sick, and he went to go seek out Jesus because he knew that he could help. Jesus agreed to go help, and on the way back, before they could even get to Jairus' house, the people came and told him, they were like, yo, like, Jairus, your daughter is dead. And I can just imagine, just being shared that news and like your heart just dropping and you just thinking it's over. There's nothing else I could do. Like, what's done is done. But Jesus ignored him, and Jesus said, don't be afraid, just believe. So Jesus went back with him to the house. They went to the house anyway. And, Jesus said, why are all of you crying? She's not dead. She's just sleeping. And the little girl woke up, and I'm like, Mom, it's so easy to talk about the facts. The situations happen, and it's so easy just to accept it and to say, this is done. This is it. But Jesus didn't do that. He decided to speak faith over the situation and speak what he wanted. And I said, let's just speak what we want right now. And we'll just speak it as is. And you know that, but sometimes you just have to be reminded of it. So we did it. And I was wondering, I'm like, okay, what can I do for my mom for Christmas? Because I haven't done any Christmas shopping, for anything. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to organize her craft room, because she's got this room with craft and sewing and stuff like that. And I've been watching a lot of YouTube. So I'm thinking I can go to the Dollar Tree like all these YouTube people do and buy all this stuff and make all this cool organizational whatever. So I'm wondering what time they close, because it's getting late. So it's almost 6 o'clock. So I go to the Dollar Tree, and I'm shopping around, and I turn the corner, and then all of a sudden this family stops me. And the father, he introduces himself, he introduces his wife and his children, and I'm like, okay, hi. And he's like, you know what, God told us to come to the Dollar Tree at 6:30, and God just wanted us to be a blessing. And I'm like, what? And he handed me money, and he said, God just wants you to know that he's thinking about you and he loves you, and is there anything that I could pray for you about? And I was just so excited because it came right on time. Literally right before I left to go to the Dollar Tree, me and my mom were just talking about how we needed money for this thing, and it came just like that. And so I try not to act too excited, I'm in the Dollar Tree, so I had to wait till I got outside. So as soon as I get in my car, I called my mom up, and I'm like, Mom, I got another praise report. What? So I told her, and we were just so blown away, and I'm just thinking about the story of Jairus, and he stuck with Jesus all the way through. as they were going back to Jairus' house, Jesus got stopped by so many people. He was healing people, and Jairus could have given up. He could have been like, you know what? This is taking too long. I don't really have that much time. I'm gonna go and find some other way. Maybe I can find a doctor. But Jairus decided to stick with Jesus anyway. And because he stuck with Jesus, no matter how long it took, even though the situation seemed to have already passed, he stayed with them. And because of that, his daughter was raised from the dead. So whatever situation that you may be going through, even though the situation may be dead, speak life over it anyway, and just stick with Jesus, and just don't stop believing. Don't be afraid. Just believe. And you guys have a great Christmas.